welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. As always, guys, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all that information can be found down below in the description. So, Virgo, what is this? Who the hell pissed you off this week? Because you are in this energy, honestly, where you're just like, F them, F this, F all of it, I don't care. You're walking out on a situation. Now, I'm not, these are general readings, so only take whatever applies to you. And if it doesn't, it's just not your week, right? But there is a situation in your life that you're choosing to walk away from, whether this is a financial situation, a relationship, meaning romantically, a friendship, whether this is at work or whatever it is. There's something that is just kind of like you're done. It's almost kind of like, okay, how can I let's put it this way, like when I speak, let's say like if I was talking to somebody that spoke like English and Spanish or whatever, and I say the same thing in Spanish and in English, and I write it in Spanish and in English, and they're still not getting it, and you're like, what the heck, do I have to talk to you in Chinese? And it's an expression, and it doesn't have to be Chinese, it could be any other language, but it's almost kind of like an expression, like, do I have to now go ahead out of my way, right? And the reason why we use like Chinese or whatever, or French or whatever it is, when we say those things like in Spanish, like que te tengo que hablar en chino, it is almost kind of like, and don't confuse it that we're making fun of other countries, okay? Listen to what I am saying, right? It's almost kind of like, what, do I now have to go and learn a different language to get a point across to you? And it is usually a phrase that is used when you are repeating yourself multiple times to someone, and the person is just not getting it. So you are just kind of like calling it quits when it comes to this, right? This, if it's a relationship, a romantic relationship, maybe you and your person are just not seeing eye to eye with something, and maybe you're just quitting that conversation, or you're just letting that be for now. Like, you're not going to keep on arguing about whatever it is, like, you know, let's use like toilet paper, right? Some people put it over, some people put it under. Like, you're just like, you know what, I'm not even gonna bother arguing about that. I'm gonna put it like how I like to put it, and you put it however you want to put it, and we'll just have to deal with it, right? It's almost kind of like that energy. You're calling quits in an area of your life. Now, when I say in relationship, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're calling it quits in the relationship itself. It's just like some component or some part of it that has been causing a lot of arguments and a lot of discomfort, right? And you're just kind of like, you're almost kind of like throwing in the white flag, right? The white towel, whatever the expression is, as far as that fight is. Like, you're just like, you know what, it is what it is. If you think you won, like, I'm just gonna give you this win, because you're just done. You're done. You're done. You are just done. And I don't know, it's just you've gotten to your limit. There's something that has gotten you to this boiling point where you're just like, hold on, guys. There's almost kind of this energy like you're just done with something. There's an energy of being done. You're done with showing up in a certain way, whether that's whether that comes to work, whether that just, maybe you were holding back. Some of you were holding back with the way that you dress, or the way that you express yourself, with the things that you say. There is a coming out of your shell. There is a kind of like not restricting yourself so much anymore when it comes to the way that you show up in the world, or in a very specific area of your life. There is an energy of like wanting to live your life more for you, and not why is it that you guys excuse me, guys, You guys put a lot of energy and a lot of effort in trying to get others to achieve like their goals or their dreams and things like that, but you're doing it at the expense of yourself. And for a lot of you, that is probably what is coming to an end, where you're choosing to put your dreams and your goals first, because once you're able to accomplish them, then you're able to help or lift somebody else up. Because all this time, it's almost kind of feels like you've been on this side of the wall, right? And you've been the step, literally, like people have been stepping on you to get to the other side, or to get on top of that wall to cross over, right, to the other side. But when it is your turn to be lifted up, nobody is showing up. Like once they make it, they forget that you exist, or they forget the important role that you played in helping them get to that success. So and this is kind of like something that has continuously happened for you guys, and I feel that's kind of like why you're fed up with that energy. So we're gonna go ahead and want to pull out a couple of tarot cards. I am using a new deck. To me, it is a deck that has been in my family for I want to say like over 20 years or so. And someone was saving it for me all this time, and they finally were able to give it to me. So I do have a similar deck that I purchased a few years ago. This is the one that I purchased, and this is the back of it. And these are the ones that were saved for me. So let's go ahead and let's see. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Eight of Swords. And we have the Three of Pentacles. So you're learning the difference between you're learning, let's put it this way, you're learning the discernment when it comes to where it is that you're putting your energy. And it may cut certain people a certain way, or it may rub people a certain way, that you're no longer going to be helping them, or that you're no longer putting their needs and their dreams ahead of yours. But at the end of the day, it's almost kind of like, Virgo, it is time to live your life. It is time to live your life for you. It is time for you to show up for yourself, the same way that you have been showing up for so many other people in the past. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull out a love energy card. And now love energy cards can be relationship. It can be self-love. It can be love for your passion, etc. This is just the love energy that is surrounding you this week. Yeah, Virgo, like you don't need approval from anyone as far as like what it is that that you are doing, or that you're choosing to do this. There's almost kind of like the sun is setting on when the sun sets, right? It is usually the end of the day, right? When the day is coming, the daylight, the light, right, coming from the sun is coming to an end in this specific area. And again, they're showing me a sun setting where this is coming to an end. This energy of you putting up with certain things for way longer than what you should. It's a space that is coming into an end in your life. The photograph, looking at your photo, missing you, nostalgia, and make new memories. So you're being told, oh shoot, this does have a sun setting too. I didn't even realize that until like I read the top, it was like photograph, and then it just kind of like, so something is coming to an end. And when we talk about making new memories, is giving yourself the opportunity and the chance to live your life in a different way. It is about giving yourself a chance and allowing yourself to go after what it is that you feel that you're meant to do, or how it is that you're meant to live your life. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull out an oracle card for your closing message. And we have the Mirror Guardian. Take time to reflect, right? Make sure that whatever you decide to cut off, or whatever it is that you decide to walk away, make sure that you're able to do it. It's almost kind of like you're being asked to have a clean cut, right? if you're leaving a relationship, if you're leaving a job, if you're leaving whatever it is, make sure that you can make a clean cut with it, that you won't be going back to it. That you won't, and when I say that, it's like a clean cut doesn't mean that something is not going to bother you. It doesn't mean that something is not going to hurt, but it means that your mind is so made up that you're determined to see something through, so that the minute that you decide to walk away from a behavior, you decide to walk away from something, you are not questioning or doubting yourself as to why you walked away from that, right? Or from that person, or whatever it is. So take this time right now to take a deep breath and come and be honest with yourself, what it is that you can come to terms with, what it is that you can live with, and what it is that you cannot give up at this time. And when you are honest with yourself, then you are able to finally take that step forward. Well, guys, sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing. Guys, take care. Love you all. Mwah. Bye-bye.